like you're on the 1 minute, so you'd look at like the 3 minute, probably 5 minute, and get confirmation that the actual order block is established on more than one time frame. They're really accurate. You should check out Trader Main um, on YouTube. Order block. I just started kind of getting into it, and it's really interesting, man. Um,
Hmm.
there's a few analysts that we've bumped heads with that trade specifically off order blocks and seem to be hyper successful. Like that guy Arsh Meister
Mm-hmm.
um, over in AR. That's how he trades, and so does Ish.
By
And
order
there's a couple of
blocks.
yeah. And so basically, they just establish points of order blocks at points of interest,
Uh-huh.
and basically just set limit buys right before the bottom of the wick, and then set the stop for right below the bottom of the wick
Mm-hmm.
on that order block. And a lot of times, dude, it's creepy fucking like how accurate it is, dude. The price will literally and it takes patience. You gotta wait, but the price will just fucking scurry on down eventually to that order block and either wick down into it, usually twice. What you want is you want twice, and then and that establishes a bullish order block, and then price will go back up, and the reverse with bearish. So yeah, it's really interesting. Check it out because I know that people that I've watched on YouTube, majority of them come from options trading. And
So I guess this is our downward trend on that for daily, and I don't know.
and the order blocks will usually be right at a reversal of trend, right? So I think that's why it's really useful in options trading, since you're so since the trend is so important, right? Because it's shorter time frames.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. In this case, in the case of ExxonMobil, I had made a call where I was here, and I basically said, "Hey, it looks like we have a bull flag, right? Bull flag right here. Confirm bull flag breakout, right? So you might have. It's probably not good to do this off of market open, market close, because wild stuff happens at open and close.
Yeah.
You know, people who were in calls were probably faked out by this downward crash, and then it went their direction anyway. So you had like a confirmed breakout here, but then it failed and went all the way down here. So you're like, oh, well, where the hell would I have entered?
Yeah.
Um, so I was, um, I was taught, True was telling me that when you draw the trend lines, you don't, this is not your trend line. That for and you would have gotten faked out if you drew a trend line like this. It's very nuanced because you have your confirmed breakout here, so you would think, oh, it's breaking out of the trend, I'm going to buy, and then it goes and crashes, right? So how would you maximize your profits here? Is the trend line is actually this right here, from this candle top to this candle top. So now you have it where you have this one candle out of it does not establish a trend breakout. The second candle out of it does. So the second candle went red and then the third went red. So that wasn't your breakout. Your confirmed breakout was over here. Um, and you could have entered somewhere like on the third candle or second candle probably would have spooked you, but you could enter on the third candle after breakout in this case and then ridden it up and done well. But it was just like this really nuanced thing with the trend.
Yeah. So that right there is an order block. See how the next engulfing green candles basically overtake the previous
Are you
on the
saying
other side.
are you saying the circle that I made is an order block? Or
Yeah,
somewhere in there is an order block?
yeah.
Oh, are you basing it on this volume, this green volume block here?
No, I'm basing it on the fact that right afterwards, those three green candles basically uh let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. Because so the to make it an order block, it has to be engulfed, and that's not engulfed.
Hmm.
So
Well, your
if
engulfing
you
could have been right here. Here's your engulf.
yeah, okay, so that could be, but let's see. Yeah, actually. So it's coming down, lower high, and then boom, and then the green engulfing, and then the series of green after that
Mm-hmm.
take out that lower high, right? And establish a new trend. That's an order block right there.
So if we were here though, let's say we were here and we were looking at this,
Can you put a line where that is and go back to the left side and see where it falls? You know what I mean?
like a horizontal line.
Yeah, exactly. And then go back in price action and see where it falls on that up, that big spike up.
Um, are you saying to scroll to the right?
Well, yeah. So if like you were to put a trend line right, a horizontal line right below that red block, not the wick, but just the block, and then go across. What you do? You got that blue line there.
It's interesting. It hit it twice. It hit it here and then it hit it here and then it took off.
Exactly. So when they're correct, it's almost like mathematical, dude. I mean, it is.
Well,
It's
this,
it.
looking at this, this almost seems to me like a bullish engulfing, even though maybe it's two candles.
It is. It
Um,
that worked because it
it's,
it took out the previous
but is this
um,
considered, this like seems like,
lower
okay,
high.
the green candle is bigger than the red candle just to the left of it. It could engulf it if the position of it was shifted up. But would you say that's not a bullish engulfing? Or it is?
I say it's bullish engulfing because you have an overlap and all of the candles, the entire body of the red candle is engulfed by those green candles,
Hmm.
right? And so as far as order blocks, that at least that's what I've gleaned is that basically establishes a point of interest.
Right. But
Um,
that would not have
and
been, that probably would
and
not have been the best
points
place
of
to
interest
enter
always
though.
come always come back to. Well, it would for that short little burst there,
Yeah.
but yeah, not for a long term.
But if we're
Now,
looking
are you
for,
always?
if we're looking
Are
for,
you always?
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna
I
say,
was gonna,
we're looking for, like in terms of options trading, we're looking for like, we're not looking to make 10%. So this is a move that's less than $1. It's like a 30-cent move. Like we're not looking for 10% moves. We're looking for like 30% moves, you know?
go big
So
changes in direction.
the that's the
So then,
thing
what
is
you
like we
do
don't want to get faked out by stuff like this where it just goes
for
back
sure?
down to your
So, th-
entry.
so if you go to a larger time frame, like a 3 minute maybe, and kind of scroll out and look at the bigger picture, just take a look around and see how price action worked. Where when price launched off, where there's a or down when it um, overtakes the previous price action, see where it lines up, and then just kind of like back test it. You'll find that when you find them, price will always it comes back to it perfectly and then launches either direction. So it's either a bullish or bearish order block. Um, and they're so accurate when they do hit that you can literally set limit buys for like your your price margin is super small. You can put your stop like 0.02% basically. Like
So on this, like let's say we successfully entered a trade here, right? Because we like, okay, we got, or even here, whatever, because we got confirmed breakout from the trend.
Right.
And let's say we rode it up to here. I'm like
How would you
wondering
go?
how would if I were sitting there and my
Yeah.
option expired like in say whatever, like I have room, like it expires in 2 days, like it expires on the 16th or whatever. I'm thinking, okay, how would I know whether to hold it through all this chop and let it go down a little bit, or get out up here? Well, I guess here would be the place to get out because you've got RSI overbought. And then if it's sideways chopping and the RSI is starting to go down, just get out. You know, you can get out here for a nice profit. But how would we know whether this is going to go swoop back up? Maybe,
I think
I guess higher time
so,
frame.
so when RSI drops down below EMA, right where you were, on the second rejection, I would have gotten out.
RSI drops below EMA. Oh,
So see where your circle is?
the moving average of the RSI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see the purple's RSI, so it comes down and then tries to go back up, but gets rejected. So that right there, you'd be okay. Well, you could gotten out there, but you might wait to see if it goes back up. But the second rejection would be definitely get out, get the fuck out.
But yeah, if we're sitting here, yeah, right there you could get out and be good. But the thing is, this is RSI. I mean, the RSI could always zigzag and go back up over that average.
Well, what I'm saying is on the second rejection. So see, then it comes down, goes back up, gets
Right
rejected,
there, that one.
and then exactly on that second reject. That would be a kill switch. That'd be fucking you're out for sure. Because the price, usually you can back test that and check it out, but I'm pretty confident that would be a good signal. Because it tries twice to get back up and fails on that second one, and then there's a pretty good down movement, right? The trend kind of goes down from there.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Hey, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go grab some more coffee.